Alright, hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to be showing a trap that I made. It's a really simple trap. But the cool thing about the trap is you could like toggle it, and it only works if there's something that's triggering the tripwire. So if there's nothing triggering the tripwire, you can walk in like no problem. And you can even exit no problem. That pressure plate won't break it again. But as soon as let's say someone's chasing you, or you're getting someone to go in your house, you can go in, and then you stand on this tripwire, and then now if your friend or your enemy is trying to chase you, like follow you, and you can make like a dripstone fall thing. So yeah. The trap itself, like the redstone, is actually pretty simple. So this is like the pressure plate. So when the pressure plate gets activated, this redstone comes all the way over here, and then we have this comparator thing. So how this comparator thing works is basically over here by the tripwire. By the tripwire, if it's not activated, then this redstone will not be activated. Then this redstone torch will cancel out, like this comparator with this redstone torch, this part will cancel out this long part coming from the pressure plate. So then none of these pistons will activate. And also this piston has to be inverted, because it's actually like keeping this one in place, and then when you like activate it, it's gonna pull it back. So you have to invert this piston, but this piston's just normal. But all that has to be coming out of the comparator, so like it works. If you don't like the comparator part, you could just like edit the redstone so that like this comparator thing doesn't exist, all that. So then now if you just step on it, it works. Yeah. But if you want the comparator thing, you could do that. So let me put the comparator back. It looks like that. Okay, yeah, there. Preferably, it's like, okay, look, 1, 2, 3, 4. If this is the door over here, you want the tripwire or a pressure plate if you want to edit it. You want the tripwire to be like, you want 4 blocks in between. And why you want this is because if the tripwire is too close, like if the tripwire was, say, over here, let's say that was the tripwire, then if you like walk in and you bump into this, then this pressure plate is still going to be like down, and then the trap's gonna like quickly open then close. Then whoever's chasing will be like, wait, it's a trap, and they can run away. So you want like a bit of spacing between like the activate, like the I don't know what to call it, like the prevention thing, and then the actual trap. So between the door and this, you want 4 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm actually gonna try to rig one of the villager houses. Never mind, because they have doors 1 block up, so it's kind of annoying. You can't really put a pressure plate there. Oh, I could probably rig this church. Yeah, I'm gonna try to rig the church, and then yeah, I'll just kind of do a little. In theory, right now it doesn't work, but if we plug all this up, but we have our trusty NPC sitting on this block, then we can make it work. This isn't good, and then it works, and beautiful, and then we fall down into the pit. Let me make an escape. Look at it. Oh, I broke redstone. It's not good. This would be our little thing. Okay, there. So look, I rigged it up again. If you wanna, so there, I finished rigging it up again, and yeah. Let me, you don't need. So now, if you do this, you walk in. You're dead. But if you walk in normally, then it won't trigger. You still have your thing over there. So it's like, yeah, this doesn't work. This doesn't work. Nothing happens. But then you have the NPC, then yeah, this nothing happens if you go out. As soon as you step on this pressure plate, it will happen. So yeah, that's the trap. And I'll show you the redstone now. I just want when you get in. Okay. So let me show you the redstone now. So this is where the pressure plate is. So this redstone gets activated in a redstone trail. So the main thing that you need to, the most important thing is that this piston that's like pulling on this block is on the same side as where the tripwire signal is coming. Then you have enough space for this comparator thing to happen. So you want this redstone signal to go all the way around and then loop back into the comparator. And you want the comparator to kind of just like face this way, so then you can have this sideways signal. So then you want to the tripwire, so the block that this tripwire is on, you want to get the redstone under it, and then you want to connect this redstone to some redstone torch somehow, and then it will copy go all the way here, go into the comparator. That's because there's an NPC right here. So if you don't have anything activating it, then this will go into the comparator, and it will block off any signal coming from here. So then, and then on the other side of the comparator, you have this going into this piston, which will push up at the block, and then we also have this redstone torch coming out of the piston, which activates when the piston gets activated, and then this redstone torch will stop activating this, which will in turn draw back this piston. So that's kind of how it works, I guess. Alright, I guess that's about it. So yeah, see ya.